Yesterday, my car broke down right in the middle of Mercer, which is a hefty 6-lane road, lots of traffic, as everyone trying to get out of Seattle or into Seattle through the near the Lake Union area. Yeah, it's really crazy. And it was the fuel line that came undone from the fuel filter. So car wasn't moving anywhere, and I was right in the middle of all this traffic. Luckily, I was able to, and it was on a hill, so I couldn't push it. But luckily, during one of the lulls, I was able to put it in reverse and let it glide back down to where it needed to be, so it was out of the way of traffic and before DOT pushed me out of the way. I'm not going to be talking about that, even though I just spent a minute talking about that. Instead, I want to talk about my very first memory of a car incident, and it was when I was a wee kid. I wasn't even in school yet. And this is not my story. It's my sister's story, because she was going with my mother somewhere. It was the middle of winter. Snow everywhere, ice everywhere. My sister's in the back seat of the car. I believe it was a brown Dodge. Whatever. Back seat of the car, and my mother gets out of the car to start scraping the ice off the windshield. Car's in the little driveway. But she accidentally left the car in reverse. So my mother steps out to do the scraping, and the car just starts to slowly move away and faster move away, and then takes off in reverse down the road. My sister in the back seat. The car managed to make it 2 blocks. Even though it's in the driveway, it somehow turned, took out some mailboxes, took out some small trees, and just down the road. Eventually it stopped on a tree. I was in the house at the time, and I remember the panic and whatnot, because my sister just went for a ride in the car unexpectedly. One of my favorite Disney rides growing up as a kid was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, in which you're in this little bumper cars type of thing, just going nuts down this track with all these things popping out of you all over the place. I can only imagine that's what my sister experienced while being seatbelted into the back seat of this vehicle as it's backwardsly going through all these things. It doesn't surprise me that happened. It's an easy mistake because there's snow on the ground. I'm sure when she got out of the car didn't move to begin with because it was lodged in place. My mom was a bad driver, even though she wasn't driving this time. This does not surprise me. But I will say everyone at this point is safe, except for the few mailboxes that got taken out. And I believe the tree is still standing. This again has nothing to do with what happened yesterday, and my car's in the shop. But you know what? I'm going to wait another 40 years before I tell the story of what happened yesterday. Thanks.